Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and welcome back to our Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul, and this is our team.
Hi, I'm Sean Keogh, and I'm the apprentice mechanic.
Hi, I'm Mick, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them is two best students.
Well, what's the story? I'm Kaylem Russell, the apprentice mechanic.
Hello, I'm Carl, and I'm the one that has to make these guys look good.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos, and comment what you want. Just put it in the comment section, we'll get back. So, in for repair today, we have our John Deere 8410, we also have our John Deere 6910, and we have a new reveal here on the farm, so stay tuned to that. But before we get started there, I want to mention here a tractor run. It's the Edward Cosgrave Memorial Charity Fundraiser tractor run, which takes place in Longwood there next Sunday there, the 21st of August. So you can register there at the green there from 12 o'clock on. There's refreshments, and they're moving off there at 2 o'clock. We got this in from Dominic Cully there, so chatting to him last night, and again, look, it's all for local charities there, so it's great event there to get these tractor runs and raise money there for local charities. So get a tractor, vintage car, you subscribe if you want to the tractor run wherever you feel necessary there. So look, just get down to that there and support that and log one there next Sunday. And also when I'm on there, we had a family friend there up during the week who celebrated his 80th birthday, came to the farm here, a man from Roscrea, Tipperary. So a big shout out to Neil Heffernan there, still farming at 8 years of age, and my God, he is in the full of his health there, absolutely loving it. So first of all, we're going to head over to Mick and Kaylem there with the 8410. So the 8410, I think, is finally ready to move out. The guy started there yesterday evening, and she's running nice and sweet. There was a crankshaft seal, wasn't it? Yeah. And it's completely, there's no leaks. We just wanted to hold on to it here for a while. It kind of did like the workshop there, and it has been in it this last couple of weeks, so I have to slag the lads here. But Bonner on it there yesterday evening, and she's ready to go. Now, do see a slight leak here, wherever the hell's going on here. We must ask the Russell lad. What do you think, Mick?
There's a box unit in there.
All right.
Actually, there's something sitting in there. Have a look at it in a minute. And it holds the water, just drains out slowly.
So we just need to get that.
Because he pressure tested yesterday.
We pressure tested on his ground, and so we have to slag Kaylem on anyway. Yeah, but she's ready to go. She's destined for the 7/4 reversible plough there, and we're going to stick into it later. But it's.
Okay, every light's working on it except for number plate light, and we have a new one to go on that, so we're just trying to find it.
So John be about day and night now, this way going.
Well, we'd be looking for LEDs.
We'd be lucky to be out during the day.
Yeah, we did maybe talk about putting a light bar on the back of them there, just especially for ploughing there, because it is very handy at night time, just a shine back. But look, we'll see. We'll have to look at the figures first.
That'd be worth it.
So we're here with our new purchase now. Hopefully we won't have to fix it just quite yet, because it's actually brand new, came out of the box, picked it up there the other day, and it's our new Suzuki Jimny. Now, a lot of people call it Jimmy, and we call it Jimmy, but it's actually Jimny. Why did we go for this? Well, I suppose there's a couple of different reasons. We had a few Gators out on trial. We had the John Deere, and we had the Kubota, and we had the whole lot of them. Now, they all performed very well. But we had to look at one of these because we'd seen a good few of these on farms where guys kind of use them quite a bit. And to be honest, for the value for money what you get here, there is no comparison to the Jimny. It's a two-door commercial vehicle. You can get that back in it there, and it makes a lot more commercial sense to have something like this around the farm, because at least then we can use it on road and off and on field as well. Now, Kaylem has decided here to put a set of wheels in it.
Of course, that's the first thing you have to do, modify it as soon as you get
these young lads there, all they want to do is pimp my ride here, so they're going to put a set of big wheels in it. But we have a couple of different sets here, which we have on the farm of old, or actually I think these do will fit
if we can get them past the wheel arches anyway.
Now, when we take this wheel away, this is actually the wheel we have.
Don't have much of an off-road tyre on it.
So they're really for the road, but we can mix and match. We can take these, we can have these for the road. We are going to use it for a specific job. We will show you later what we're going to do with it, but for the minute we need to get a set of off-road tyres on it. Yeah. Right, Kaylem, it's up to you now. You may just fit them on it there, will you?
Well, I'd say we'd be doing well to get it inside in the arch. We put a few
I'd say lump a box section here maybe, and drill it there. We get Marco maybe to raise it up there maybe a couple of inches. That would probably do the job, wouldn't it?
Well, a few flats of steel to the top of the springs. Normally you're cutting springs to make it lower, not
that's what they say they want to the.
I know you can get them in a these.
They were on an old Jimmy, but the Jimmy had a rising kit in it, like it had a.
On these ones or the other ones?
The older models.
I'll be behind one of them Grand Vitaras on my way to work. There's some young lad, he was able to lights and everything. The smoke out of it is unreal. Then we'll have a look.
Oh, bit tight.
We'll have to take it for a good drive and find out with a clip on it.
Not bad though.
No.
Well, just turn the wheel and see what happens.
Yeah, they'll hit the front bumper.
Huh?
They're gonna hit the front bumper.
Much?
Oh, it's on it now. If you hit a bump like that, that'd be. Well, it wouldn't be so bad from forward, but you could pull it off.
Sand them down flush.
Get the guy in there.
I paid for these, so kind of pay for those ones.
You're gonna have to make them fit.
You're gonna have to make them fit there, yeah.
Well, there is racing kits available, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'd say that's the rich.
But you just couldn't raise the front, would you?
I'll set the balance way up.
Yeah,
You always want it level, or you want the weight slightly down on the front of the van. The other thing you do have is this here is only a splash guard, it's not part of you. The back of your fog lights, you'll be blowing bubbles for fun, but it won't hit them then. You'll end up having to cut a lump out of your bumper here. Like it. You'll be coming around here. Just watch the clearance on it then. I just want to jump on the side of it as if we were going in and out bumpy lane. Is it hitting it?
No. Not straight anyway.
And then
Yeah, no way. Should we put the phone on it?
yeah. Doesn't take a minute on here.
No. Oh, look at this device.
Oh yeah, Halford special. Do you enough bass for Halfords? Oh sorry, you may beep that. Right. How's 70 foot-pounds?
Ah, yeah.
Ah yeah. Oh yeah, don't turn that much.
Keep inside. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, that'll touch it if you hit a bump hard enough going that speed anyway.
Do you think, yeah?
Yeah. Either we have to raise up the whole Jeep, put a massive trailer on the back,
Or get a lighter person in it.
or get, a later person. We just have to get aiming to do it all the work, really. No harm, but I don't think me or Hubbles could do this job now.
I'm gonna have to cut it out.
Oh!
Embarrassing.
Go on, whip stick down now.
Bye bye, Ali.
And then rise it up. Oh.
Yeah, the same height as a standard car. That there is what you need for the Jimny. Raise it up to the top. Look, plenty of ground clearance still.
Look, we have the expert in now. He doesn't care about the wheels. He's looking at the
Than
engine.
there was in any other Jeep I remember coming in.
Come on. You look well now. Lazy motherfucker.
Now, where are we going?
Sit down. Yeah. Go to the beach.
Go to the beach. Right, out before Dad sees you. Out.
Bruce, come on. Good boy.
Inside line is the minimum. That's where it's actually hitting it, because it keeps going. The edge of the tyre keeps coming out as we see it. So this inside line is the minimum, and that there is probably what we will have to take.
Fairly original, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on. Now we do the bounce test, Mick. Just leave it exactly.
Very good. Yeah. Just over here with Marco on the engineering side of things here. He's always doing something here, either welding, cutting or drilling, whatever it is. But on today's Workshop Wednesday, he's actually making mudguards brackets here for the 6910. We could have went and bought the mudguard brackets. They're not the cheapest things to buy, but Marco decided, here, let's go and make them anyway. So we've actually got a little bit of pipe, simple enough. Put a bend into it there. That's going to act as the two arms.
Yep.
We need to probably trim them off. We've got this piece of flat steel shaped as well, and that will form this part of the mudguard. And then the bit in between here is, where are you there now? You have.
I'm making them ones.
So you see the way he's made them there. He's actually made the slotted hole, and he has the iron worker over there, which is an absolute gift of a job, isn't it?
Yeah, now you're sucking diesel.
Now on the board also we see the heaver press there. These were where the bearing sits down and the disc sits across.
Yeah.
Isn't that it? The problem we're having here is, well, this one here, the thread is completely worn away on it.
Yeah, threads.
So we can't do that. So we are after coming up with we've got these actually. We got these made. We were going to make them ourselves, but we got these made in Swan Engineering, and we have to cut these out.
Yeah, nice try, cut, tidy out.
What will you cut that with?
I'm gonna try with plasma. Yeah, be nice and clean.
And will it cut that thick as well?
We gonna try, Paul. I'm not sure. Maybe you need to grinding a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's the problem to get right angle on this now.
We might set up a jig there.
Yeah.
Might set up a jig there that maybe we have this straight or this straight, maybe that at least we can put that down straight ahead. So that's another few jobs we have to do, but yeah, he's flat out here, busy ahead as usual. So we leave you to it, all right? So now it's time for
Tips and tricks, tips and tricks.
So in this week's tips and tricks, myself and Kaylem here, we're going to talk about lower link arms, the balls, top link balls, what sizes, how big are they, what fits what, and things like that, because we see in so many cases, even here, I mean, we try to explain it as best we can, but if you have any other comments on what goes where, maybe it'd be no harm, because we don't know everything here, but we will explain as much as we know. So we basically start off with, everyone will see these. These are your lower link arms. Here is one there that we've just, this is a well-on one, but just for demonstration purposes here we use it there. This is cat, we're going to start with the lower one. So we see these ones here, these are cat 2, and the size on these is your inner diameter is 28mm, your outside diameter is 56mm, and your width is 44mm. So that's cat 2. Now where would we use these, Kaylem, really?
It'll be generally in all those tractors in the 70s back. And
yeah.
Just generally the small light equipment.
Yeah, light equipment. Now we do see sometimes these on the front linkages as well, and lads can get caught out and go and go behind the implement, bring the ball with them like a cat 3 ball, and then it won't fit. So this is cat 2, and these are your sizes here. So just familiarise yourself with that, and they're generally on the lower horsepower tractors. If we move on to the bigger tractors, which there's most of them here on the farm, we have a lot of cat 2, cat 3. So when we try to explain cat 2 is also always going to be the inner diameter first. So cat 2 here, cat 3 is 28mm, and the outside diameter is 63mm, and the width again is 44mm there. So the calipers there, you see it's 44, and then the inside then is 28. Now, most important there that when you have a cat 2, cat 3 ball, that you get the appropriate pin to fit, because it will be 28mm. We have a 28mm pin here, and as you can see, it just slides into it there, nice and snug. You don't want it on too loose. What can happen, as we often see, we have a cat 3, and we move on to that one now. Cat 3 has a 36mm inside diameter and has a 63mm outside diameter. It's the same as this end of it here as well. So just to familiarise, cat 3, 36 and 63. Now we see a lot of these on the bigger equipment, don't we? On
tillers, plows, like
real heavy stuff, and a lot of them are coming through. Now there is also a little tip there, we just don't have one, that if you want to go, if you have a cat 3 ball and you want to make it into a cat 2 ball, there is a spacer you can get put in here, but what we found about the spacers was they would go in and get stuck, and then you can never get them back out again. So you're probably better off to go with the ball that's the proper one. So cat 3 here, if we put it into the cat 3 standard hook end type, we have a pin here. So looking at it here, this pin here will be a 36mm pin, and that 36mm pin sits in nice and snug there. What we also find too is with a lot of the balls we leave them on the implements, because to be robbing them and taking them off one and put them on the other. But if you can afford to go out and buy a clatter of them and put them on the implements that you're going to use. It probably is no harm. So also you might see these wings there that will be on the ball ends as well. Now they are handy in that you can put them in, and if you are, they're just like a guide there for putting your
just leave it handy if putting it on.
Now what we did find about them sometimes that the pins will incline to bend and like they can let go depending on maybe what make or what brand you get. So we just kind of don't really use them.
That heavy duty.
They're not very heavy duty, and look, you can buy them with the ball on. They cost you a little bit more, and they are very handy, but maybe just for lighter work like that, but certainly not for the big when you're using the Cat 3 balls. So that's the ball size. Then if we move on to but just before we go, we can see like what would happen there when we put a Cat 2 pin into a Cat 3 ball. See the amount of plate that we have in it here. Now, really not appropriate, because if you run anything like a plough around like that, it's causing a lot of play in it. Possibly could break the pin and maybe bust it.
And that's why it's important to carry your category 2 and 3 balls with the tractor.
So what we would probably suggest is that you have a pin like this welder or something like that there of that structure that you can drop your pins on. Now you can have them in your toolbox and that, except they will roll around. Don't have them in the cab because they'll break the glass in the cab. So have them maybe in your toolbox, or have something like that welded on the outside of your tractor there, where you just drop them in and put a linch pin in across them here. So they'll be your Cat 2. You can have another size then for the likes of your Cat 3. You can have a pin of this size and have something like that as well, and it keeps your band snug on them. So so just somewhere to keep them then. I know on the case tractors and the John Deeres, they have a little
on the back left hand side.
On the back left hand side there isn't a spot there where you can drop the ball in and keep it safe then, but sometimes they do go missing there. One lad robs it off the next one. Anyway, that's your Cat 2, Cat 3. As you can see here, if we had the Cat 2, did we show that? We did?
I'm not too sure.
Not too sure. So we had the Cat 2 and someone did maybe put it in like that. Oh yeah, maybe it might lift the implement, but what would happen? The ball would fall out of it, like so. That's a no-no there from that. Now we move on to top links. So also another important pin and pin size to have, Kaylem, is
your drawbar, which is generally a 32mm pin. You can get different kinds of standards. The John Deere ones have their own pin with kind of a latching mechanism, which is fairly good for, like, the pin can't generally come out when it is like that, but still you do have the chance of it just coming straight out with vibrations and whatnot. But in my opinion, I'd rather see a pin you can put a clip or something onto it. But if you were in a crossroads of straw or anything like that, the clip can go out.
Yeah, well, these are probably made for if there was an emergency and you had to get the pin there.
It's very easy.
It's very easy, just pull that there and out you go. There's no
it's probably happened more than one night with bailers, so you could have a bolt or something in the drawbar.
Well, I mean, we would often see, even times go back in olden times, there would be a bolt sticking with a nut on it. Not really the job, because
so anything happens, you
can't take it out in a hurry. So that's your, it's generally what, 60, what is it, 32mm pin, isn't it? And I mean, if we measure it here with the calipers there,
we just want to reset it.
We want to reset that. That's on.
We're on inches there, actually.
I think Mick has it here on, just to fool us.
Oh, yeah.
Just good man, Mick. Yeah, good man, Mick. Making it, 31.8, so it's probably 32mm pin, and that will fit directly into that. Now we move on to top link. And again, bit of a water break here first. So just moving on to our top links here, we have two John Deere top links here on the bench. This end here is what they call a Cat 3 end, because if I go into that and I get a reading of 32mm and 31mm here, as I suggest, is the size of your Cat 3. If you want to just double check that and you go on the ball size here on Cat 3 again, you get the very same reading. And again, it's important to have your pin size correctly there, because you do find that, you know, they'll bring the top link, they won't have the ball in it, and put the wrong ball in it, and all of a sudden that's a Cat 2 pin, and if you put that into a Cat 3 ball, you have some amount of playing with that, and that is really not good, especially the top link more so than anything, because it can do a bit of movement there on it. So we go back here. The Cat 2, Cat 3 is 25mm ID and a 60mm OD, and I mean by ID is inner diameter and outer diameter. The width then will be 60mm, as regarding to 44mm, we say, with your lower link arms. And that is somewhere that lads get caught out. They think that the Cat 3 end which is a top link end, which is not the same, because if you look at it here, there's an inner diameter of 31 and an outer diameter of 60, whereas you see a Cat 3 lift arm right has a 36 and a 63. Now, will it fit into it? Of course it will fit into it, you know, but what will happen is you'll always know the width of it, because you see the standard width here, as we say, we have 44mm up against 60mm, and it generally have a little lug on them there as well, and it's kind of always nearly kind of dome, kind of higher in the middle as well. That's how you know. Yeah, the little shoulders on it. So that's a Cat 3 end there. Now you can get top links with Cat 2 ends here, which will be 25mm, and they can come with a Cat 3, Cat 2 inner diameter as well. So there's a little bit of mix and matching going on there. But what you'll find there is that get your pin size here, and if you want to have a spot in your workshop there for Cat 2 top link pins, Cat 3 top link pins, it's probably no harm, because you just kind of get used to it. We have it out there. Sometimes the lads put the wrong ones in the wrong ones because they don't maybe understand, but this is a Cat 3, this is a top link end, and as you see, it just fits in nice and snug there. Always important too to have these catches, no matter what top link you have, whether it's a John Deere or a Ford or a Massey there, if you have a quick release system on them, just to make sure that they're working properly, because there's no point going to it. I've seen lads putting screwdrivers in here trying to get them open and then clip their fingers and break up a belt. Yeah, it's just not nice. And obviously keep your top link greaves there and that. So that's it. Now, if we were to make pins up, which we said we would have spare pins here, pins on the shelf there, we generally would suggest you can use an EN24T shaft. Now, it's a hardened shaft. Sometimes you see lads using mild steel and they'll be bent down a hoop and not hurt. Very, very dangerous. Now, they mightn't break, but it certainly will bend. It generally comes in the size of 5mm, 25, 30mm, 35mm, 40mm. Now, if you have a good lathe and a very good sharp bit, you will machine them down to suit, and you can maybe leave a shoulder on here like this as such. Get a good pin and for a good linchpin there as well. So that's really it as regarding the top links and your lower crook ends and the balls and pins. And I hope, look, that we have.
There's a lot in it. There's
a lot in it and a lot to take in, and you know, see, sometimes you need to just sit down and just see what you have, because we even go up to Cat 4, but we won't go into that today. And we have some Cat 4s there on the really, really big tractor machines that see Cat 4 ends as well. So just to get used to your different sizes here, Cat 2, Cat 3, and as we said before, it always leads out for the inner diameter first, which is Cat 2, that's the inside diameter, and then it goes to the outside diameter, and then obviously the width of it, 44 and 60mm. Yeah, Nick actually has a little teaser here for everyone there who maybe wants to comment there what guess this to. So we can't really explain what it is.
We won't this week.
We won't this week, but we will tell you next week. And if you have any comments there, put in the comments below, and we'll see who gets it. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos there. You will get a notification when they come through. Also there this weekend, Carl has a video there of some of the cattle there, a bit of slurry spreading, so don't forget to tune into that as well. So from over here at Finnegan's Farm, we'll see you all next Wednesday.